Hey there, everyone. This is Louis Freeman, and we are here for part two of Wily's Castle. Now, this is going to be one of the few times when there's so much going on that I won't have time to explain it all. There's a lot of judicious uses of certain robot master weapons, um, of the speed gear. We are going to make note of some cases like this, where we're timing things perfectly, or um, just pulling some tricks that we've learned from some of the previous sections to get us through this. For example, we've got Torchman's weapon that we're using here to avoid using or taking out any of those yellow guys. And then we're going to start getting chased. That's a low ceiling. It doesn't look like it is, but it is. Which is why I had to use Impact Man's weapon. We're getting chased by that Sniper Joe, which will never give up. And we're done getting chased by that tank. I'm trying to be pretty judicious on how I use my movements here. And sometimes I'll end up resting in order to make good use of getting my gear back. I have to take out these enemies. I don't have a choice. It just works like that. Go ahead and do one more. There we go. I'm gonna have to take a hit. No matter how hard I try, I always end up taking a hit. It's just the gap is pretty small. That would require me to not get hit. So we're going to have a few hits regarding this Sniper Joe. There's going to be a lot of Sniper Joes to deal with, and just because of the way their mechanics work. Oh, that's not good. That was my opening. So I'm going to take some hits here. Okay, not too many. As you can see, there was a lot to deal with in that section. So we'll take this because we're going to need it a few times. And yeah, we'll use this instead of rush. It kind of depends on where we're at. It's never the same. So I got to watch out about collateral damage on some of these enemies. We're going to get our gear back. We're going to take a free hit and do this to keep up or ahead of the Sniper Joe. So let's go ahead and see if we can run past. Usually it requires to be almost pixel perfect. We're going to get our gear back because we're going to need it for this next section. It's going to get a little interesting. Okay, we take that hit. And what we're really waiting for, there we go, is what comes with the Sniper Joe. So we're going to take that hit. Okay, now we're okay. So, like I mentioned, there's a lot going on. And you can still tell. I'm trying to remember if I can jump, if there's a low ceiling on this section or not. There is not, so we're okay. We can just jump over this guy. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and take an E-Tank. Even if you thought that I could do better, I'm not going to be able to do well enough to avoid using an E-Tank at some point in this level. So we skip past these guys. These guys are not bad at all. Go ahead and let him come down, and then try again. And then there's a third one that'll drop down. Huh, didn't know I could go under him that way. So there we go. We learned something new on this run. Pass these. And we've got another racing section. We'll just use the speed gear to not risk it since we're this far in. Alright, so we're going to get a little bit of our gear back. Because we are pretty close to the end. Okay. I don't mind taking a hit from this guy. And we can avoid these. And we are at the boss. 5 minutes in. And there was a whole lot going on in those 5 minutes. So let's hope we can take out the boss if that's the case. Because I would prefer not to have to do this level again. Okay, we're okay there. Ah, saw that coming. Alright, here comes the... Yep, we're alright there. We just take it easy there. And there we have it. So, next up is the boss rush. The boss rush in a pacifist run is where you get to take out all of your frustration on each of the bosses, or they get to take it out on you, depending on the context. So, next up, we will be doing the gauntlet. See you then.